This is Chamber, a French weapons designer who actually is responsible for blowing up the research facility that would become the map Fracture alongside his Omega self. He is the 4th Sentinel added to the game. He's also the 18th member of the Valorant Protocol, following KO but coming before Neon. Aesthetic-wise, I do think he has a very nice, if not a little gaudy, bit of a blue, gold, and white aesthetic. Personality-wise, honestly, I personally find him to be a little bit on the rubbish side. He's probably one of the two most egotistical in my opinion, which is justified by some level of his skills and his in-universe credentials, but it just comes off as somewhat irritating to me at a point where a friend even pointed out that he's probably only friendly with his Omega self because there's nothing he loves more than himself. How I view him, Chamber jokingly is kind of a walking gun. If you look at his Q ability or his ult, I just kind of describe him as a walking gun as a joke, because literally two of his abilities are just his own improved versions of two guns in the game. I do think he's very good at holding sites, especially aggressive angles. I do struggle to use him a little bit since I do view him as so aggressively focused, personally. Though obviously he has his benefits on defense. His E ability is called Rendezvous. It is a gadget that you place and you can TP to it from where you are as long as you're within the 18-meter radius, which was increased in patch 9.05 from 13. So if I just hit E again, you see I went from being on one side to the other, but you do obviously have a time where you're vulnerable. It is also very easily destroyed. It has, I believe, that's the health, I'm sorry.
2 shots.
Yeah, and once it's destroyed,
Teleport's broken.
oh, because we have infinite abilities, I can't show it, but it does take 30 seconds to replace it if you don't have infinite abilities. Raise vs. Chamber's Rendezvous. If you hit Q, I want to see if it moves it.
Teleport's gone.
Would you mind hitting Q, please? Yeah, it doesn't move it, and would you mind grenading it? Notice that Raise, again, similar to most mollies, will be able to destroy Rendezvous very easily. And now, Deadlock's Wall vs. Chamber's Rendezvous, but luckily you can get closer to this one than you can the trademark.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know you could actually place that on top of.
Teleport it.
Interesting.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, fun interactions. And now also, Sage vs. Chamber's Rendezvous. Yep, doesn't break it. What happens if I... Oh! I can TP and break a segment of the wall.
Yep.
That's actually very interesting. His Q, on the other hand, is a sheriff with a scope. That's pretty much what it is. And you have 8 bullet maximum. You have an 8 bullet maximum with it based on how many you buy at, I believe it's 100 each. The gun does 159 to the head, 55 to the body, and 46 to the legs. As for his C ability, this is called Trademark. It's a gadget that when it spots an enemy, it will shoot a small radius of a slowdown at them. So notice this stuff will cast the slow effect on enemies and your team alike. It also, if destroyed, it can't be replaced. And now, to test Raise vs. Chamber's trademark in particular, can you pull out a grenade just to show it's destructible?
That's a good spot.
So if you notice,
it
can be easily destroyed by gunfire as well as several pieces of utility, including, I believe, every molly in the game. And then Raise's Satchel versus the trademark. Let it fully wind up. So notice it can't be moved, but Raise's Satchels can do damage if you let it fully wind up.
Yeah.
So it's a way to destroy it. It's not an optimal way by any means. It's literally a singular bullet you're saving versus a piece of utility that I think costs 200. And now Deadlock's Wall versus Chamber's trademark. So notice the wall doesn't really seem to interfere with Chamber's trademark. And now Sage's wall versus Chamber's trademark. Yeah, actually, I'm surprised that doesn't break it. I guess it's not a damaging piece, but I'm still surprised. But obviously, it can't shoot your enemies when it doesn't have the ability. So one last interaction I want to highlight for Chamber's trademark is, for example, so my friend has switched to Omen. I'm going to place the trademark right behind this wall.
A gift.
And now notice it's completely engulfed by the smoke, so if my friend doesn't go inside the smoke, the trademark just never goes off until he goes in it. It starts arming. Chamber's trip does have a weakness like all the others. It's specifically that it needs to be able to see. Lastly, we do have Chamber's ultimate, which is called Tour de Force. It makes sense because this thing is literally enough. You get 5 bullets, which honestly, personally, I would that slightly increased. Tour de Force, similarly to his Headhunter, is a one-shot if you hit the head at 255 damage, unless it's an ISO shield, but we'll get there when we get there. It's also 150 to the street, so one shot to the body, much like an op is, and then 127 to the legs, which if he rebought shields would not kill him. Notice that each time it kills an enemy too, it casts the same slowdown effect as the trademark. It is also an 8.0, which personally I think is fairly balanced, though personally I would like it to get a 6 bullet in my opinion.
They are so dead.
In my opinion, his util is a solid 9 out of 10 if you can aim properly. You'll find that's true with a few other agents like Reyna. I think he's very strong with his ability to hold sights and angles. But if you can't aim properly, I would probably take his util down to like a 3 out of 10 because the Headhunter is just so strong. The Sheriff meta is real in my opinion, and the Headhunter is a Sheriff. His ult, in my opinion, very similarly is a 9 out of 10 if you can aim, and goes down to a 1 out of 10 really if you can't aim, because you don't receive much other benefit other than an attempt at getting a one-shot kill. One other thing I do just want to show real quick. Notice too that a chamber in his rendezvous's radius, the 18-meter circle, will have his shirt go from his typical vest and undershirt to this gold version of it, so you know if he's in range of his rendezvous.
I would like to add some things if you don't mind.
Sure.
So another thing with Chamber, just like Panda did say, Chamber is a very accurate person to play with as a agent. He is meant to slow down things. So like playing within the corners, most of your chambers might end up playing this little trip right here, just because they can play basically all of the map.
Yeah.
Chambers is a agent that can use corners as a very, very manipulative thing for agent, just because his teleport can just about be anywhere on the map, and he can get out of places. He's like Euro in a way. And Reyna would dismiss, so always keep that in mind. Check corners, and don't let a chamber hide in a corner and get you.
Now for some suggestions on how I would play Chamber on attack and defense. Very similar to what Wilford said. I hope I leave that in before this. We'll find out. Some trademark placements I like include here, just to keep Ali locked down, so because I like to defend B with him on this map personally. Or if you think they're gonna come down main and aren't really doing mid stuff, somewhere like there while you play in tunnel is, I think, a pretty good setup in my opinion. Obviously none of them are going to be perfect, but I don't think it's going to hurt you either. And with his TP, I personally like to place it up in this tunnel. Or Wilford has mentioned that some people like to put it back here.
With the new update.
Yes, with his range buff. This allows you to regroup with your team quicker. So, personally speaking, what I'd like to do is I like to try and hold this angle because they need to try and peek you if they want to get onto site, right? So you can try and get an
Yep.
easy pick and then go back over here while you wait for teammates to help you on site. Similarly, you can of course hold that with his headhunter or tour de force, but any weapon I think will do well with holding this that doesn't have a high spray issue, like Ares, like Stinger,
And
Spectre even. Now, when you're attacking, it's not too dissimilar. I would place your trademark somewhere like
gift.
here to prevent enemies from really being able to flank. He is a Sentinel after all. Part of the Sentinel's job is essentially a flank guard. And then I would recommend rendezvous somewhere here, or if you're okay with being a little risky, though this is not an optimal play by any means, along this wall just to avoid them being able to peek you from B long. It's not an optimal play by any means, but you just want to be able to try and get out quickly if you're, say, behind this box. And then, again, his X and Q abilities are quite literally walking guns, so I don't really have much of a strategy that I wouldn't already be doing with my main gun.
so, a few pointers on for me. I would say the reason I like to put my teleport here, other than here, is just because if you have someone coming through
Oh, for
your
sure.
main,
That's not a
and if they're
stellar spot
doubled
at
up,
all.
oh, I know. I figured, your playstyle give like just a few words on where I would place it, you know.
Yeah.
But that would be my only like thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Um, Normal placements would be in that corner. Like you said, if you really want to play risky, put it in that open area, because
Yeah.
you can be seen from like two different angles.
My big concern whenever I play Chamber on this side in particular, though, is just because of B-Long. Like, yeah, you're right where they're probably not gonna peek out front here, but if they do, right? Let's say they try and peek out to be a little aggressive, they do have a very good shot on you. One
Yeah.
last thing I wanted to note for Chamber, and I'm probably gonna splice this in early in the video than it's actually being recorded, is you can use his TP to get on some odd spots, much like Jet, Raze, and Omen can be used.
Yeah.
But notice, if you don't want to hold back here, you can take a aggressive angle here. Now, this is not advised by any means, but it's an option you have and can be good on the occasional round to make the enemy more scared and have to check more places. As for Chambers Agent Pass, I personally would like to give shoutouts to Six. I just found the little cred buddy kind of interesting. It gives a little bit more to kind of a weird part of the Valorant world because like the credits are always there, but you really don't think much of them as like tangible items. So this was a cool call back, in my opinion, to that. And then also his joint venture card at level 9. I just really love the feeling of this. It's a very beautiful scenery, and the coloring of it makes it all the more better. But this has been Chamber. I appreciate you joining us today. Please remember to like, comment if you learned something and what it is, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. I hope you have a good day, and hope to see you next week when we are covering Clove. Thank you, and see you, and have a good day. Bye! Now, and can you please stand like, yeah, perfect. And would you mind holding out your C?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's see.
Q, E, and X.
You want to play? Let's play.
I think I like C the most. And yeah, the classic is the best one in my opinion here. Alright. I'm curious about the jumping.
Well, so in that storyline with Chamber and his doppelganger, one of them is actually very cool, calm, and collected, while the other one is the same but opposite.
Okay. Would you mind holding out the C again?
Yes,
Thank you. Sorry. So what's that,
that would
like
be 50.
90 like 60 HP? Sorry.
I would say 50.
Okay. Would you mind destroying mine?
Yes.
You shot
I am
me.
so sorry. I am so sorry. I deserve that. Yes.
You want
That's
to
honestly
play?
the-
Let's play.
That's honestly the first ability I've said the price for. Wait, would you mind holding still for a second? Would you mind coming forward and triggering that? Pause!
No, I was trying to get into an area in which, you know.
No, I know. I'm just joking because I think I made a
Yeah.
mistake.
Okay, there we go.
Right.
Satchel.
Yes, I was going to test Satchel next.
Oh.
Oops. I still need to learn her blast packs.
Hold on. I got this. Go ahead, sorry.
Whenever you're ready, I need Sage or Deadlock next.
Ah, got it.
30 seconds left.
Surely they can do better.
Right now, how confident are you at aiming Deadlock's wall? I like the sound of that. Would you mind coming down?
Okay.
It just makes it a little easier to eliminate risk, right? Right.
A gift.
Oop. Oop.
I have them. That's a good spot.
Man,
That was on your side. Wait, what am I supposed to be?
it needs to land on the trademark.
Oh.
So my suggestion is going to be stay in the same spot, and now you know how to aim a little bit.
Hold on, I'm gonna go here. Because it's closer.
They can interfere with each other by the end. Ow!
Oh!
Wait, why are we breaking this? We just need to switch to your Sage now. Please do not put me in the blue coffin.
My
You
territory.
mean
No,
this?
no, seriously, it hurts my eyes.
Oh.
Now.
It
Oh,
hurts my
I'm
eyes.
sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't realize they hurt your eyes. About that.
My gun went over the map.
Here.
There was a reason I said please don't though.
I know. I thought it was
Take
like,
aim.
you know,
Zenfire. Let's not complicate it. My ult is ready.
you don't like how it is, or you know, like.
No, I love her ult. It's just visually a nightmare to be in.
Oh yeah. I
Right.
come with heels.
Not for me. See. Would you mind helping me break this?
Yep.
Ow. Actually, would you mind doing one more agent switch?
Sure.
I want to highlight the smoke thing people do with like Jet, Omen, etc.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, so which smokes do you want?
yeah. So you're gonna see where I place it. And I am now blind.
Hi.
I didn't even
Hey,
change
that-
You
it.
had to die. But
Yeah,
you're
when you're
not part of
blinded.
My bigger picture.
Oh,
So-
it does the same thing as Fade's Prowler?
Alright. So, yep, here's the blind. Oh,
Oh,
hold on.
yeah. I never noticed that before. That's actually very interesting.
So,
Another for the
blind.
blooper wheel.
Teleport.
And I'm assuming you're behind me.
Alright. So, hold on.
Well, I need to do the agent pass and then this video is done.
Oh, yeah.
Got you. You don't have your gun. It's over here.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, where's you?
I got it.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to leave the match now. Wolford, would you mind coming, to a place where I can demo the op?
My ult is
You
ready.
shot
Just
me!
so they, it's
I
just
have
so they
them.
can see it around you.
Yeah. Just like, in case one misses, but then a voice line of his would be ruined. But it's like 5 bullets, that should be enough, right?
Exactly. I say it's a 10 out of 10 for everything.
You actually can aim. I can't.
I've also main chamber for a little while.
You really have. You do well with chamber. I will never be able to even tolerate chambers.
You could.
Ult.
You could. I do want to train you in the chamber ways.
Would you mind moving real quick because I shot you? It doesn't show it. Can you leave the circle for the rendezvous and go back in it? Can you pick up the? Hold on. Mind placing a rendezvous down? And can you just drop down so I can get a better view for my recording? Yep. Notice too that to telephone.
I was going in a better angle.
Oh no! I liked you being here.
Oh. No, I know. I was just
Okay,
so
sorry.
you can see the whole reaction. Yeah. Would you like me to show that?
I think they get it. They've seen us without him. Oh, they've seen you with and without it at this point, right?
Sure.
And so unless you have anything you want me to add about Chamber. What's the other one besides Spectre?
Spectre, Stinger, Ares.
Stinger. Odin. Odin's not good to hold something that long distance.
You'll be surprised.
Really?
Of what an Odie can do in the right hands.
I definitely need to leave this in the blooper section now. When you're attacking with Chamber, it's not too dissimilar, but it's obviously a little reversed, right? So I would recommend placing your trademark here. It keeps it well hidden, so when an enemy approaches... Oh.
There they are.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it happens. Seriously, he's a walking gun. He's a gun with legs. Just in...
Hey now, I was coming to be friendly.
I know, I just saw the opportunity for my... Valo is part psychological warfare.
Scatter.
Where are you? I think I know where you TP to. You went in heaven, didn't you? I was just about to check heaven.
No. I canceled my teleport.
Oh, you...
Alright, so any other characters?
Nope, that was it. I'm just
Okay.
going to do the agent pass and then this video is done. And...
Alright, let's go do it.